All right, let's talk shit.
Well, we can start with looking for group. That seems controversial.
Looking for group. God.
I think there's a good way to actually make it work. Use it like they do in Classic, where you can post your thing, but once you post it, it'll like put you in this like if someone joins the thing, that's it.
Yeah.
They've joined the thing.
Yeah.
Now you have to go there yourself. Or make it like it is in retail, but you have to go there yourself.
See, the
And
things
if you
with like,
leave, you can't just get teleported out. You have
hmm
to actually hearth out. You have to make it punishing for them to leave.
yeah. The thing
That
with
way people still have to talk.
the thing with like the old looking for group though is
No
like,
one fucking uses it.
yeah, but
I
it
hate it.
looks confusing. It is confusing, but the reason why no one uses it is because of everyone's so used to the looking for group we have today.
Yeah.
And
Or
it's
they're
like
spamming and fucking looking for group chat, which I yeah.
they they can do so much with it now. But the thing is, like looking for group, they need to monitor it because yeah, I think I don't remember if it's on retail I saw it at or somewhere else
It's
on
probably
like a
retail.
on like a private server, but they actually just like made it so you have to verify something in order to use the looking for group.
Phone number.
Yeah. I don't know if that's
Have your
retail or
phone
private
number
server.
verified.
Yeah.
That's gotta be a private server. That's not retail.
Oh, yeah, that's on the fucking the private server I play on, the Wrath of Lich King one.
The one that I made a character on, got it to 17, then fucked up.
Yeah. The one that I do all my PvP on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's smart because it's like
You have to have a
not many
verified account.
boosts. Mhm.
And you can only have, really, one
Yeah.
thing on.
And it's like they don't really monitor that in retail. And I'm pretty sure it's like Asmongold said, like they're benefiting off of it too.
Yeah,
Like Blizzard as a company is also benefiting off the fact that there
because
are multiple boosts like available,
people are buying WoW tokens, turning in their gold
which gives
for
them
the WoW
money.
token, which gives them money from the WoW token. I'm about to fucking die. Oh my god.
Like people pay for gold. No, people pay gold to get into a raid for a boost. Not even guaranteed like anything. You might not even get what you want, and you just spent like 50k to 100k gold for zero reason. They definitely do need to work on that aspect.
Oh, I just got bullshitted.
What happened?
I used the healing potion, but it didn't heal me, and it's on cooldown, and it's gone now.
Hmm.
I'm dead. And I'm
Oh.
in Brill.
Oh no. Another thing Blizzard could work on is their fucking launcher. It's
Oh yeah.
so annoying. You lose
Go to typing a
connection.
username and
It that's ass, and then you lose connection to
oh,
Wi-Fi, and then it takes 10 fucking years to register that your Wi-Fi. I could fucking graduate in the amount of time that it takes to register me fucking like.
or even if you have an authenticator attached to your account,
Mhm.
don't do that.
Yeah.
The extra bad space is not worth it.
It's only
It's
like
really
one
not.
row. It's literally 4 bag spaces.
It's for yeah. I did it when I was like pre-heirloom all that shit.
Yeah.
Obviously, like when I started playing in Legion. But now, anytime I DC or even just get kicked from the game, and it like completely logs me out, I have to find my phone just to get back in.
Hmm.
Even though I don't log out of that account. Like I didn't actually log out of the account itself.
Yeah.
Like this is the only computer that I've ever really logged into it on in the past year.
Yeah.
Because I've switched computers, obviously. But
Oh yeah.
like if I have that track record of being on this same computer using the same Wi-Fi, shouldn't they know that?
Yeah. Cause
Shouldn't
it's
shouldn't they
like.
have that information?
Cause it's like they should do it like how web browsers are. Cause you put all your passwords and logins onto your web browser, you clear your search history because you did some naughty things on there and don't want people to see that shit. And then you have to retype it all in, but it's saved there.
Yeah.
And it's really nice to have. Half the time their fucking save account information doesn't fucking work.
Yeah.
I save my account information, it's like, hi, you want to log in? No! Fuck it, I'll go play something else now. You ruined my day. And it's like, I feel like that, yeah, currently that's one of their least of their problems. Another thing they need to work on, their servers on Overwatch.
Oh yeah.
Like, how can I go from, like, 20 to 30 ping playing, like, you know, your casual, regular, everyday online game to fucking skyrocketing the second I play Overwatch? Like, my Discord was, like, 30 ping, and then the second Overwatch opened, 200. Huh?
Yeah.
Hello? Why is it so network heavy? It shouldn't be. Stop being different. Be normal. Be a normal one.
How about how they keep fucking with classes? Gets to the point to where people don't know, like,
Ah,
can I
yeah.
play the class I love, or can I get forced to be a meta slave and am screwed to that the rest of my life? Like Warlocks right now.
Hmm.
In both retail and classic, they are meta.
Yeah.
And yes, the summoning in classic makes sense, like, because they could do that. But, like, they
Another
pump so
thing.
much in retail. What the hell?
Yeah. Another thing, is like, they're... Fuck. What was I gonna say? Shit. Yeah, the fucking with things, right? Is
Yeah.
they change shit and don't tell people.
Oh yeah, like with Torghast.
Torghast. I ran it
They
1 week
changed
on
the
my Fury
scaling.
Warrior, and it was perfectly fine. I did the same floor next week. I couldn't do shit. I
Yeah.
died so instantly. And it was dumb. I was pissed off about
Or
that. And like another thing, I don't remember what exactly it was, but they changed something and I was so pissed off about it. I was obviously in call with you because yeah.
yeah.
We play
Or
games all the time, fuck.
when they changed, I don't know when it changed, but you can no longer save people from fall damage with levitate or wings. And then I think your heroic leap too can't save you from fall damage anymore.
Hmm.
Levitate.
And like
If you use it last second, it can't save you anymore.
I swear, if their thought process of making it so you take fall damage now with heroic leap is, oh, you should take the scenic route. Okay, rethink your fucking map choice, please. Your map,
Yeah.
Korthia looks like shit. I will not take a scenic route. I would rather die and walk to my fucking body than take a
Yeah.
scenic route in Korthia.
You won't even get to the fucking boss in time before it's dead. Like that fucking eye thing that people pull out of the rift.
Yeah.
I can never make that one. Doesn't matter if I'm standing right beside the fucking thing or just on the other side of that island. I can't make it.
Hmm.
There's too many mobs that are there to stun me if I don't have my mount equipment on or
Here's
have
another
the
thing.
wrong one on.
Here's another thing I feel like they slightly changed. That fucking gap on the other side of the island. I used to be able to make that jump perfectly each time without a fail or without having to worry about falling off. And every time I go to make that jump now, normally, I'm fucking terrified.
Yeah.
What happened? I'm not sure if they patched that one bug, but if you don't have the glider system yet, I'm pretty sure everyone does at this point. But whenever you could go to like the very edge of the main part of Korthia and jump off and respawn at the graveyard on the other side.
Oh yeah.
That was my main way of always getting over. It works. I think it still works, I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't actually bothered to spend most of my time in Carthia. I've been doing old content because Legion time walking.
Yeah, and also old content is
More enjoyable than modern day
yeah.
content.
Like just like you were saying earlier, like for like the next expansion, we're hoping that like it's all just a nightmare.
A
Yeah,
nightmare because of Nihilotha. I hope so
yeah,
much.
like
Because this is shit.
Shadowlands is a nightmare. It's fucking terrifying. It's a dog shit expansion. I'd be waking up crying if I had to suffer through all that shit. I'd be terrified. I'd PTSD, traumatized, everything, all the above.
It's like
Fucking
hearing Magni's fucking voice. It's just a
God,
whole expansion, not
that'd
just
be
one
more
NPC.
enjoyable at this point. Fuck, I could listen to him for 10 hours and get more enjoyment out of it than playing Shadowlands.
Remember when we went back and actually started doing BFA content? We're having more fun.
We were doing BFA content, yeah, because my sub was about to run out, and I was like, damn, I'm kind of tempted to
Was
just
it really that terrifying? What?
BFA content was enjoyable because the whole meme around Magni, it's funny, it's nice. What's so funny about Shadowlands? Nothing. Oh, maybe the fact that it's a fucking joke. Other than that, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, the pre-patch event was nice. Familiar. I don't know where, but it's nice. Like, I still have a million of those fucking badges in my
You can't
thing.
spend them on anything.
Can't do anything with them. A lot of people were hoping they bring something back with them. Nope. Might as well throw them out.
Watch, the second you throw them out, suddenly they're gonna be useful again. People are gonna be grinding for them.
And it's like, the second they become useful again, I'll buy a month-long sub and spend them. So if I ever do want to come back to the game, I don't have them in my bank anymore because they take up half of my bank.
Also, oh.
I know we already talked about mechanics of raids and stuff off camera because I didn't think of recording at the time.
Do it again.
Yeah. Raiding.
3 bosses in the same raid should not have the same mechanic.
Exactly. And they should not reuse mechanics. For example, Denathrius and Castle Nathria. How the fuck are you gonna take a mechanic, which is like, oh, the sword, watch out, don't stand in its line or else you're gonna get fucking hurt, and implement that into the Sylvanas raid, the 9, and what else? There's another one, but I can't fucking think of it.
Shit.
There's another. Anyways,
Remember.
and then the mechanic with the eye, right? The fucking eye, where he will shoot something, and like 3 puddles are there, and if you stand in it, it takes your soul. That mechanic is used in another fucking boss in the same raid, somewhere. I don't know where. Oh, and not to mention the mechanic and the fucking Ner'zhul, I think. I forget whatever one that has like the orb that you have to like.
Remnant?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I think it's that one. If you don't run it to the right spot, it fucks up the
People
entire raid.
that have an automatic dispel are the most annoying fucking people ever because they automatically
have an auto dispel in that raid period because of Sylvanas at the end.
Exactly, and it's
you
like
can't just immediately dispel that. The entire raid's gonna take damage.
Yeah, and then the second that auto dispel goes off because someone has an orb on them or whatever the fuck, everyone's off the map.
Yeah.
And no one knows what happened.
And no one's gonna admit that they did it. Oh, this is the thing that can put enemies to sleep. I'm a fucking PvP, the state of PvP.
Oh my fucking god.
PvP and PvE power should be 2 separate things, not the same fucking gear.
Bring it back to classic times whenever there was fucking PvP resilience and PvE resilience, or whatever the fuck it was called. Whenever you could get PvP gear
or power
that was like, you know, it's nice, and like PvE gear was not viable for shit in PvP because of PvP resilience. And it's stupid because you could just have like insane mythic gear, do PvP content, and like fuck everyone. It's like you start out with like basic like conquest gear or honor gear. You're not doing shit. Oh, and also, not to mention, fucking frost mages right now. What are they? How are you gonna tell me?
Stupid.
How are you going to tell me someone is going to hit a 60k crit with a fucking frostbolt?
What should be happening is PvP scaling is different from PvE.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people aren't going to share this opinion, but if they're different, it's much easier to scale and balance PvP
Mm-hmm.
separately from PvE, so PvE isn't affected by PvP problems.
What they need to do for 9.2 is give us a big boost in health and keep the damage the same. Or just balance every class. Cause like, if they balance all the classes, right?
Well,
It'd be
Warlocks
nice.
shouldn't be hitting as hard as they're hitting.
Warlock should
Same
not
with
be hitting
Priceman.
for 163k damage. That is literally
It's
fucking.
just ridiculous.
That is an entire Demon Hunter fully geared and a half,
In
almost.
Vengeance.
Yeah. That is a Demon Hunter and a half right there. That is Vengeance, fully geared. Like, what is that?
Okay.
How are you going to sit here and tell me fucking a 163k Demon Bolt crit, or whatever the fuck it is going to
And, like,
wipe out an entire tank? In one hit.
Warlocks are so powerful in 2s,
Yeah.
but you put them in battlegrounds and suddenly they're getting fucking hammered.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're casters and their cast time takes so long.
Yeah, because I don't
But that's
think
because
much.
of the PvE aspect.
Yeah,
Because you
because
don't want them to be pumping in PvE like that.
yeah, because you don't have much melee people in fucking 2s or 3s anymore because it's just BS over and over.
Yeah.
All the melee people went over to battlegrounds and raided battlegrounds because it's actually enjoyable.
But shit, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Like I still.
Hunters and PvP. Hunters and 2s, yeah, they're decent.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't necessarily take one over a demon hunter.
I'd say they've got nerfed a little bit in terms of destroying someone through a fucking wall.
Yeah. But you put them in battlegrounds and all of a sudden they're the bane of your fucking existence.
Mm-hmm. I feel like Fury Warriors are just too overpowered everywhere else because I'm playing a Fury Warrior and it's just like, 2v2. I'm shredding the fuck out of someone and then put me in a battleground. I am somehow top damage. Like, it's nice getting top damage and all, yeah, but like, I'm not in PvP gear. I'm in PvE gear.
Yeah.
I'm in like heroic and like normal stuff from like fucking Sanctum and shit, and then I got Korthite gear. I think the only things I have that are PvP is just my trinket and like a ring. That's it. Both of my weapons are like the heroic Hellscream's Requiem. And it's like, God, why am I hurting people? Also, you cannot sit here and tell me that Hellscream's Requiem is a fucking two-handed weapon. That thing is tiny. It's so small.
Tiny little baby weapon.
It is. Give it to a toddler, not me. Make it bigger, please. The fucking heirloom axe looks bigger than it. And it's a two-handed.
Yeah.
It looks so much cooler if it was bigger.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Bigger equals better. Most women can agree.
Yeah.
And guys. Can't forget about them. But like,
No.
I know this
Sorry,
isn't
I'm
the
about to
only like
Ow.
we talk shit about Blizzard a lot because it's like, yeah, we can. They're not doing anything about it. Their community post thing was a joke.
Oh, I just got one shot.
Oh.
What was that?
Hmm.
I got away and then
Blizzard's community post thing was a joke. A complete joke.
I know I'm on Farolina, but
If they thought that, oh, let's make a community like tab post thing so like we could have people think we're finally doing something good for once, and then just
proceeds to ban
instantly
everyone.
and just instantly blow that cover away by banning their top poster.
Mhm.
All because of what?
All because of a conversation they took out of context.
All because of what? They're too much of a fucking crybaby to understand their game's in the shitter, and that we're just trying to help them by giving them advice. But at this point, the advice is toxic because of years of being fucked over by them.
You know what fucking happened with that guy who was posting a bunch and got banned, right? Like what
Mm-hmm.
actually happened?
Yeah.
In a Discord thing, some guy said something really racist about how there's like too many uh people of color in Stormwind now.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy said, I can't remember exactly what he said in response, but he responded to it.
Hmm.
I don't believe English is his first language. So, this dude. Is it a Guardian Elixir? Shit. Sorry. Uh, this dude responded to it and ended up banned, like we all know, because he responded to it and it was taken, like, the screen cap was taken of it, the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just the racist guy and then him.
Hmm.
So, like, why even include him if you can't decipher, like, what's actually going on?
Yeah.
I know the internet is really hostile, but, like, and you don't have context of, like, he doesn't speak English as his first language. You don't have the context of, like, he's not racist, he's just responding to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that guy shouldn't, his post shouldn't have even been left there. The racist dude.
Yeah.
It should have been deleted by a moderator.
Yeah. Doubt any of those guys are actually doing their job. And if they are, they're doing it wrong because they got rid of their top poster that actually has brains and understanding.
Like, we need to, watch it. Like, to get most of the information, you need to watch Asmon's video, which kind of sucks because you have to go through Asmon. Not a lot of people like him, but
I mean, Asmon's a good guy, but like,
at least
I
he's
don't.
blunt.
Yeah,
He's
Asmon's a good
honest.
guy, but I don't want to sit there watching him pause every like 10, 20
5
seconds
seconds
and
to
then
just
go on
fucking
about a
speak for
5 minute
15
like,
minutes.
yeah, that shit's annoying. I mean, yeah, sure, you're getting a point. Fuck. Yeah, sure, you're getting your point across, but like,
Shut up.
continue. Save it for the end, please. Like, there is such thing as a wrap up session,
Yeah.
not a
You have to
pause.
remember all your points, though.
Yeah. But like that's when you go back through the video. But anyway, is yeah, like the reason why Blizzard wouldn't put as I feel like the reason why Blizzard wouldn't put Asmongold on that community thing is because they have a hate for Asmongold now because one,
Because he's
they
honest.
think yeah, one, that he's honest. Two, they think he's forcing people to play a different
Play
game.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah. Like he's not forcing people to do shit.
Yeah.
Like Final Fantasy 14 is just genuinely a better game. I mean, yeah, sure, it can get boring pretty fast because I don't know the exact reason I can't play it, but from what I've heard from you and like other people, it gets boring pretty fast.
Yeah, it
But
gets
it's like
boring
fun.
quickly. But it's fun.
Yeah.
It gets
And like,
boring very quickly, but it is fun. And there is a good story behind it. It's just, it takes so long to get to the story.
mm-hmm.
And there's no like indication that I could see as a new player that would tell me which is a storyline quest line and which is just a side quest.
Yeah.
And when there's like too much to do, it's like, oh, well, what do I actually fucking do? Like,
Mm-hmm.
what am I supposed to do at my, like, I don't have any gauge on
Yeah,
what's
because
required of me and what's,
it
you
doesn't
know,
really point you in the direction.
yeah. It just tells you where all the quests are, and it keeps throwing more and more quests at you. It's like, fucking Jesus, well,
Another
what
thing
do I do first?
another thing I'm upset about is Questy has existed for years, right?
Hmm.
The fact that Blizzard feels the need in the pre-patch for Shadowlands to add an objective pointer so that you know where you're going
That was just annoying.
in the pre-patch of Shadowlands. Do that like fucking years ago, please.
Yeah,
And we wouldn't
to
have a
me it was
need for
annoying.
Questy.
But I can see why some people would want it, because
Mm-hmm.
it can help you.
Yeah.
And it'll tell you if, like, you're on top of a cave or something.
Mm-hmm. And if you're
But
not
for
like
me,
one of those people that like install add-ons, yeah, it's nice, but like for the people that have had add-ons for years and like seeing that they are finally implementing it, how many years into the game? Like fucking like
Like TomTom already
50?
does it too. TomTom will bring you right to it,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll even sometimes tell you it's in a cave.
Yeah. Oh, here's another thing I get pissed off at. Whenever people you ask for directions or something, and if
And
someone gives you
people gives you
fucking
TomTom link.
coordinates,
Yeah,
they give you coordinates. I'm not
not
using
everyone
fucking
uses fucking
coordinates.
TomTom.
Not some Minecraft bozo over here. Although I do like Minecraft, but like I'm not gonna
Next time
use.
someone does that, you should, and you're playing the game, you should actually respond. We're not playing Minecraft. Can you please give me
They're gonna give me
actual
coordinates.
directions?
Like, hold on, let me pull out my fucking compass and like my grid map so I can figure out where everything is. Hold on, buddy.
Yeah.
Like, just say this area or map pin.
Map pin, it exists for a fucking reason.
The map pin thing is actually one of my favorite fucking mechanics of the game right now. And that says a lot because it's a fucking map pin.
Yeah.
When the game has so much other stuff and none of it's considerable.
Yeah.
There's nothing good. I want the old days back.
I want Legion back. I know that's when I started playing, but I want Legion back.
I want old PvP back whenever you had to grind for honor points and there was no such thing as marks of honor and then there was no such thing as the collections tab, so you had to physically grind out heirlooms instead of just, ooh, let me click this button and I have an heirloom. I hate that. I hate it so
They
much.
shouldn't have added heirlooms to begin with.
They shouldn't have made like an XP buff on them.
Yeah, that.
Because heirlooms used to just be a PvP thing. I'm pretty sure.
They should have just made it so that you can only use them in PvP situations.
Yeah, and then like the mailing
But then they'd
it.
have to change the way PvP gear works.
I enjoyed the whole aspect of mailing heirlooms, even though I never got to do that myself because I had a starter edition account.
Did not mail.
Yeah, couldn't mail. But that didn't stop me from having heirlooms on each fucking character. Because that's all you're limited to is Shadowfang Keep or Battlegrounds.
God.
Because back then, Shadowfang Keep was actually enjoyable somehow. Now it's just, this again?
Yeah. The first boss as a healer is just, why is this even a thing?
And I feel like
I'm low level, I can't handle it.
I feel like over the years too, the game everywhere else, every location on the game in terms of combat has died down or has gotten worse or buggier because the first boss of Shadowfang Keep was enjoyable ages ago because it worked mechanically. And now it's just like so fucking broken and disgusting.
What's even worse about like the open world like questing and shit? It's become boring
Mm-hmm.
because there's no challenge.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure with Jaster, my Demon Hunter, I didn't die until I hit like 120 back then. Before Squish.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't die until I hit 120. That's
The
even
first
questing through BFA.
the first squish they ever did.
Sorry.
The first squish they ever did was useless. The first stat squish they ever did was useless.
Yeah.
They should have lowered the level as well. If you're gonna do a stat squish, and then I'm gonna be sitting here like level 100 or so, and like doing like 10k damage, I'm not gonna feel happy. You think I'm gonna sit here level 100 happy to do 10k damage? Nah. They should have squished the level to 60 at that point when they did the stat squish. So this way we actually feel good about ourselves. Like right now, we are in the era of like Wrath of the Lich King HP or like Cataclysm HP. Cataclysm HP only if you're like a really fucking geared tank. Wrath of the Lich King HP if like actually no, never mind, not Wrath of the Lich King. Something actually yeah. Wrath of the Lich King. It's crazy to think Classic had like, you know, 4k HP, 5k TBC with like 18k or so, and then just the boost in Wrath of the Lich King, and then the bigger boost in Kata. That's really nice, because it's like big numbers, and it's like, oh my god, I feel so powerful with all these big numbers. and then like you're squished.
Bye bye.
And you're squished down to level 60, you have like fucking 50k health. It's like, this isn't that fun. I had this before. Like, the fact that people were hitting 4 million HP in fucking Legion was so cool. Why can't we go back to that?
It's conflicting for me because on one side I understand why the numbers were squished because they were getting so big that to me the numbers weren't starting to matter anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like yeah, they're satisfying. Big numbers are always satisfying. But if the numbers get too big, then it gets out of hand.
Yeah.
So they should have put a point where like let's say they do squish us down to 100 and what it would have been at 100. But with every coming expansion, they don't squish us like they don't add more levels to it.
Mm-hmm.
Squish us back down to like 90 and then make us go up again.
Yeah.
At the same point we were before. Yeah, it sucks the numbers aren't changing anymore. But then it lets you actually balance the game.
Mm-hmm.
It lets the game actually make fucking sense.
Yeah,
114
like,
killed.
it makes sense to be like a lot higher level. I'd say like 90 or 80 around there. But 60, that's a classic number.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be squished down to a classic level. You might as well just squish. You might as well just squish everything else.
I think what they're gonna do is because now we have the 60 squish, they're gonna go up to 70 in the next expansion.
And it's stupid. Like, it's just gonna continuously be 10 levels, and then the second you hit that max level, and just 10 easy fucking levels, what do? You gear up, and then you fucking quit. And then you move on to an alt. Because there's nothing left to do.
And there's a cycle of dailies that are just mind-numbing.
Oh, you want to be that person that sits there at full gear and does PvP all day and is maxed out in everything just because you have nothing else to do? Okay. Go for it. And then, like, the whole, like, alt boosting thing actually is kind of annoying to me. Because, actually, no. Let's start with the whole getting your first level 60 now versus fucking start of Shadowlands. It was so rewarding because, like, you actually worked for it. You went through the storyline and everything. Now you hit level 60, boom, bam, bop, you're in Korthia.
Yeah, and they removed so much story from the game, too.
Oh, and not to mention now in 9.1.5, boom, bam, bop, you're done Korthia. Just a rep grind now.
Yeah.
Fucking Korthia was a rep grind to begin with.
I'm still doing it. I'm still on tier 4, I think. Or 5. No, I'm on tier 5.
I'm just upset that they made an entire place just for a fucking one reputation.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, the other reputation exists, but what is that for? A mount? A piece of gear that's easily replaceable? A tabard fucking appearance? It's a joke. I was like, oh yeah, hey, that looks like the thing from Ardenweald. Wait a minute, there's like fucking 7 of them already. Never mind, not that cool anymore.
The fucking flying mount thing.
Like, how are you gonna make a specific mount, like the Wilderling? Like, you're gonna make one that's specific for Ardenweald, and then plaster it fucking everywhere so everyone else can use it. But no, you don't see the Kyrian shit being able to be used by other people because it's not plastered in other world bosses or, like, fucking respawns. Same thing with, like, Revendreth and Maldraxxus and stuff.
And then some, like, melee being so permanently glitched.
And because of hunters just being selfish.
Yeah.
They need to make her untamable.
She should have been tameable to begin with. She's a fucking... Oh my god.
Sorry. She's already tamed by a fucking fairy.
Yeah, that too. But she's, like a rare spawn required for a certain item, right? Like, she shouldn't be able to be tamed.
Like, I can understand the nightmare being tamed, because, like, you craft something and you go in there by yourself to fight it. By the way, that fight was fucking hard as shit to do on my druid that can self-heal non-stop. That fight was so hard.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to go around the Shadowlands to craft an item, and then you use that shit in Iron Wheel near that one place where Big Blue Bear Man is, and then you go into like this nightmare version, and then horse, and then fucking haunts running around, and then you kill him, and it gives you the mount. That fight is so hard. It was annoying too, cause like I hated it. It was just so painful. It was like, fuck, I gotta hibernate him so I can run away, heal, and then fucking hope I can live. It doesn't help that I had to do it all in bear form.
Yeah.
Because you don't really do much damage on single target as a bear. Unless you're cracked. Unless you're one of those different people, then okay.
Uh-oh.
Hmm.
There's a thing coming my way, and my water needs to be upgraded, but I haven't done that in so long.
I think it's a good time to end this video now.
Probably.
Alright. Like, subscribe. We're gonna be shit-talking Blizzard again later. It's a reoccurring a thing.
There's always more to bitch about.
The new thing every day, by the way.